Once all of this blows over, what do you think are going to be some major takeaways, lessons learned in terms of preparation, sanitation, training, education, and being proactive about these mitigation plans going forward?
Well, I think one of the big takeaways we have is just be prepared for unusual situations such as these. Um, Most places have a contingency plan for things such as a power outage or an earthquake, but most did not have a plan for something of this nature. So now is the time to take good notes and do the right thing. Others are counting on you to do your part. Uh, Much of that we are learning is on an individual level right now, and industry will hopefully be able to take these small steps that individuals are taking, such as washing hands, social distancing, and use them to create a policy to expand the concepts going forward. One company I worked for required its employees to perform group stretches twice a day to avoid injury. And as simple as it is, and as silly as it may have sounded last year, mandatory hand washing at certain intervals throughout the day doesn't seem too unreasonable now. A few minutes a day to prevent 2 weeks of, 2 weeks or more of reduced or no throughput. I wouldn't be surprised if new safety and industrial hygiene guidelines were expanded after this experience either. And it is possible in the future that office layouts may begin to change. More space between desks, people not sitting face to face with no barrier between them. It would be a good idea to look into the ways to increase the ability for employees to work from home. And with more employees working from home and remotely, the internet usage is up, which may identify some IT opportunities and risk that exist. So many places do it as part of their onboarding, but training on infectious disease, safety precautions, and again, the steps a company recommends must be documented and dispersed. I was just going to say that organizational knowledge, like this COVID-19, can't survive in isolation. So, we prepare your company for resilience by cross-training employees. That's a big one. Make sure that knowledge and information is documented. If it is undocumented, uncontrolled, or ill-maintained, and not dispersed properly or shared, the knowledge may be misunderstood, used incorrectly, or lost altogether. So this type of situation requires companies to rely upon many cross-trained employees and secondary backups to fulfill their duties. And as such, knowledge, transparency, integrity, and training is vital to the continuity of operations. And if job responsibilities in the big picture are not understood by others, the organization is vulnerable.
Yeah, I think again, there's going to be so many major takeaways after this whole event, which
Sure.
is, obviously going to be a hard lesson learned, and for us as well. I think us as a company, one positive thing that I think we've been forced to do since all working from home is have better communication with the team, have better documentation. So that was one thing that when I look back, it really forced us, because now we are all working from home instead of having hallway conversations. Now, instead, we've got it all documented so that we could share it with the entire team. So instead of
Sure.
one, two people having this conversation in the hallway, now we can actually share it with the entire group, which is actually a very positive thing. And I think we're going to see a lot of these major takeaways come from this event, and hopefully some very positive ones, so that we can plan for the future next time. You know, hopefully it doesn't happen now.
Hopefully not, but I think we'll be a lot more resilient next time.
Exactly.